Raw dogging is not funny. This is a serious matter.
Raw Dog News.
Raw dogging is a term that is considered slang, and it means unprotected.
Okay.
I've got to move, so I'm moving.
Okay.
Raw Dog News.
Welcome to the V2V podcast. My name is Marcus Parrish, and with me today, as always, is Alexi.
Sure.
How you doing?
Alexi.
That's your name.
I'm good.
Sometimes
I am good.
sometimes we call ourselves Short Sleeves and Erroneous. They might show up today.
They might.
You never know. There's a lot to get to today. I think we may have overdone it with all of the things that we want to discuss.
Yeah, we're overpacked. But I have been gone a week, so the week off is it fills in pretty rapidly. My God, have we had a lot of things happen this week.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
All right, so there's this story about internet celebrity that popped up, a little online publication called the Daily Dot. Ex-Chapo Trap House host, Virgil, Texas, accused of grooming teen. And the subheadline is, quote, "He fucked with my head at a very young age." So that's pretty inflammatory. Like, right there, like
Yeah.
everything. Like accused of
Whoa.
grooming. You got a quote from the alleged victim. Like, very, very strong. That's a very strong headline.
But this ain't no Mike Jamone story.
No, so it goes on. The 24-year-old Twitter user accused Virgil, Texas of Chapo Trap House fame of engaging in an inappropriate relationship with her when she was a minor. So the Twitter user who joined the platform in June under the name, I'm not going to say her name, she made this accusation on Twitter that he had groomed her and had an inappropriate online relationship. The details are typical, and we don't need to really get into the details because it's exactly what you think it is. Online, Zoom calls, all of that.
Right.
She says, "I believed that we were in a long-distance adult relationship as he requested things of that nature from me," she alleged. So, okay. So I keep reading this story looking for some kind of conclusive evidence or something that points to this having actually happened. Because the line is, believe women, that's great. Do you believe all of the accusations, though? I don't know. I don't think so. Because anyone can accuse anybody of anything. And in this case, there seems to be some weird stuff going on. The weird stuff is, she said she came forward with her story after the Daily Caller inquired about their, quote, relationship, and after she saw Texas sharing a platform with people like Brianna Joy Gray, which is his current podcast partner for a podcast called Bad Faith, and she happened to be the communications director for Bernie Sanders during the presidential campaign, sharing platforms with AOC, Chelsea Manning, people that this person, this woman, saw as heroes of hers. So now she's very conflicted about this person being with them and these people accepting him, not knowing the bad stuff that he did in the past.
Right.
So the question is, how did the Daily Caller find out about this before she came forward? She came forward after they contacted her.
Huh.
They didn't print the story. they passed this information along, I guess, to the Daily Dot.
Well, could it have been that he spoke out about it, bragged about it somehow?
There's been radio silence on this from all the other parties. I guess from everybody, really. This has just been like just laid out there. So no one's saying anything. The only people that are saying stuff are the public who know about this, who care about this thing, who are either demanding that these people come forward and say something, or there's a little bit of the other attitude, kind of the thing that I'm talking about it not really being a story because it's not finished.
Right.
But not very strongly. I think I'm the only one I've seen that's really kind of pushed the intricacies within the story itself, because here's the problem. No one reads fucking stories. They read the headline and that's it. They don't get any deeper. And in this case, when they do get deeper, it's a bunch of bullshit.
Right.
This isn't even about whether it's true or not. It's about bad reporting and not giving people a clear idea of what's really going on. It's terrible. Like, this can ruin people's lives, and
it's a complete smear campaign. And furthermore, it's mob rules without thought, you know? It's pile on the internet and attack someone without fucking any type of evidence at all, you know, or any type of investigation.
Right. So to conclude, she ended her thread by thanking those who followed along and urged all women in his path to stay incredibly cautious. You know, like this guy is some kind of horrible repeat offender, but there's been nothing to show that at all. She didn't post any of the interactions that allegedly happened, nothing. It's all just her own Twitter account that was created on June 9th.
Wow.
She created the account on June 9th.
So this could be anyone. It could be a robot, for fuck's sake. It could be created by the Daily Caller.
Right. And then, you know, at the very end of the article, you had the obligatory stuff about being a victim of sexual assault or wanting information. And I'm going to give it out right now because it's good information, but the audacity to put this stuff at the end of this kind of article without even like coming to the conclusion that it actually happened is really terrible. So the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network hotline is 1-800-656-HOPE. And the National Domestic Violence Hotline is 1-800-799-SAFE. There you go. So if something really happens to you and you really need help, please call those numbers. They have resources and can get you to safety. To wait 8 years, all of a sudden create a Twitter account, and then the story is just full of holes. This just needs to stop. I mean, if it was me, if I was the editor of this paper, I would pull this story and pretend like it never happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.